EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present. It's the final round of the Shootout Classic. It's part of the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Royal Birksdale Golf Club. The links were built in 1922. It was awarded Royal status in 1951 and has hosted the Open Championship many, many times. Hello, friends. Jim Nance along with David Faraday here for the calling of all of the action from Southport, England.
Yeah, there you see it. We in the middle of the pack down there in the 40s after a terrible Saturday. Looking to start this one off unlike usual.
That's another crooked one off the tee.
Well, usually he's in the fairway on his first tee off shot. But he'll get close to the greens, and this will be his birdie attempt. I tried to give more so you can see, you know, more of what he's dealing with in these angles of these putts and how tough these reads are.
Can't afford to miss too many of those here today.
So there you have it after one. The nice conditions. The greens are still fast. It's not breezy at all. But after the first shot ends up in the rough, his second, hoping to catch the slope. And with the fast greens,
He should be thrilled with that recovery.
a little bit.
And you just hope you get a good hold.
With the birdie attempt on the second, trying to get back in the thick of things on this Sunday.
Yes, sirree.
Yeah, I apologize. It's fairly dark. I played at about 1 a.m. last night. Still had energy, so I went ahead and played at about 1. Oh, not even close.
It looked like a simple bunker shot.
On the par
didn't
attempt,
execute
not
it
even
at all.
close. And I cut the light on, but I didn't cut enough light on, so I don't have a good camera, and my camera doesn't have a zoom function, so no, not enough. And a bad read. So these are things that I'm learning as I'm going, still trying to get better.
Okay, Jim, this is 5.
And on the par 3, he doesn't have a hole-in-one
Incredible
just
shot.
yet.
That's a very makeable putt after that approach.
He comes
Well
close
played.
again. And on the 4th hole,
And this one
opportunity
is for birdie.
to make his second birdie after a double
A
bogey.
beautiful roll on that putt, and it has found the cup.
And he remains at even par after 4. A rough 4 to be even par. Moving to the 5th. He's having a tough day. Just like usual, a birdie is usually followed by a bogey. I don't know if that's his psyche or that's EA, but it happens, and he's got to play through it. But here he is
This
looking at
is for par.
a tough par attempt coming off of the slope with the left to right. And no.
Yeah, missed with that one.
He just misses. Let's take a look at how close he comes. That's a very tough read. That would have been a par. I'm gonna have to figure out how to like do the slow motion and like not in the game, but like in the program when I'm editing. Because the game, you can't slow motion the replays. You can just watch them.
For par.
Here he is looking at another long par attempt. This should be his nickname, Zook Long Par Anderson.
Good putt from that distance.
Misses it by just a couple of feet, as you can see. Just a glimpse. And there he is, looking at a birdie to end his front nine on his Sunday.
For the birdie.
While he's 2 over on the day. So close. He'll settle for the par on the ninth. And that'll put him at 1 over on the tournament. He parred the next couple of holes, giving him an opportunity to par another. He's been riding a fine line on birds, pars, and bogeys. And, you know, he just doesn't have enough.
A few of those to make a round complete.
But moving to the fifth, after the bogey and another par, he'd be looking at his eagle attempt right behind the bunker. And couldn't have threw it up there any better.
After that approach. Well played.
Well played, well played. And he would tap in for the birdie after a couple of pars. Looking at a fairly long bird attempt, but these are the ones that he's got to start making fall, especially with the Open coming up next week. He's got to start getting these to fall because, you know, if he wants to climb the FedEx leaderboard, well, he's at top of the leaderboard.
Yes.
It's the EA Sports rankings. He's trying to get to number 1, but he does sink the bird. I gotta start remembering all the specifics
that would also work.
Of the rankings, because he is ranked number 1 on the money list, and it's something else. He's number 1, but he's number 43 as of now on the EA Sports rankings, and that's where he needs to get to number 1. And he misses another
Just a
birdie
little outside the
opportunity
comfort
on
zone
18.
here for a tap in, but he should be able to make this.
And he should finish the day at 1 over, the tournament at even. So we'll see where that lands him after we take a look at his 18. Rough 9, a lot of boxes, couple of circles bailed him out. A box and a couple of circles on the back 9, and that's how he'll finish the day at 1 over. He finishes pretty low, so no need to look at it. But Phil Mickelson wins it. The leaderboard, the FedEx Cup leaderboard is going to start heating up, and that's where Anderson is on top of the leaderboard. Brent Snedeker right behind him, Tiger chasing both of them. And we got the Open next week.
Next week marks the second major of the year, the U.S. Open Championship. Thanks for joining us today. This is Jim Nance along with David Faraday and the rest of the crew saying so long for now.